This video is intended to give a high-level introduction to the features within the Bud operational dashboard. Bud's reporting suite gives training providers the ability to use role-focused dashboards that give actionable, job-specific information to help a team maximize training performance. The operations dashboard is just one example of this. If you require further depth, please contact Bud Sales to book a demo. Bud's operations dashboard pulls all the information the platform is gathering from your learners into one place, so that you can see your key metrics based on data from a single source of truth. Each tile in the dashboard gives you the ability to drill down and gain further information from the data to an individual learner level. All of the data available in the dashboard can be filtered by specific criteria and can be split out to operations manager, trainer, sector, or employer. This provides training providers with the information needed to make decisions in a clean and easily digestible format. Let's look at starts in month. This shows the number of starts completed and how that compares to your rolling average. Let's click on the tile for more details. Here, you can break down how many starts you've had per trainer and the stage the start is in. The bars in green show starts that are completed and signed up. Those in red are still to schedule. Blue shows what's been scheduled and coming in this month. Click on any part of the bar and the pane below opens to show the learner, the trainer, the employer, the sector, and the program they're on. This information can be filtered on the left-hand side by any of those fields and whether or not they are levy funded, so you can quickly filter and share information to relevant parts of your business. Let's look at leavers in month to see the number of leavers who have been processed by trainers in this month. As a manager, Bud allows you to process them immediately or reject those leavers who you want to investigate further. By clicking on the tile, I can now see the name of every trainer responsible for each withdrawal in month. So if I click on George King, his learner, Pauline Cadwell, has withdrawn because she has moved away. But this is a learner that needn't be processed because there's a chance we can re-engage them with another trainer and employer in their new location. Let's look at achievers in month. The graph shows there are 16 achievers who have completed this month, and you are able to click on any of the bars to see which learners are assigned to each of your trainers, giving you full visibility of how each of your trainers are performing on a learner-by-learner basis. This tile shows trainer caseload, which is really important to our customers, as it gives an understanding of workload and how learners are moving through the programs at a per-trainer level. Click the tile for more depth. The graph on the left shows you each of your trainers and the progress of their learners. You can also filter your view to see learner progress by Operations Manager using the drop-down filter on the left-hand side. On the graph, let's look at the trainer Adam Griffiths. He has a caseload of 31, none of which have passed their planned end date. For more detail, I click on the bar and I can see his caseload of learners. Looking at Jack Lewis, he has 26 learners within planned end date and 12 who have passed their planned end date. In the data pane, we can see each of Jack's learners' start date and when they are due to finish, which means you have the information to have a meaningful conversation with the trainer about the learners who have passed their planned end date and take targeted action. Bud not only gives you the ability to identify learners who are past their planned end date, but also those who are more than 3 months overdue, so that you can take action on metrics that you will be measured against by Ofsted and the ESFA. On the main dashboard, you will notice tiles focused on learner progression and monitoring. Bud is designed to drive learner engagement and it measures this for you. We've seen improvements in engagement across all learners on Bud, with over 90% of learners accessing the system and making progress on a monthly basis. Engagement monitoring. When they last viewed learning content, messaged their trainer, or submitted work, as a provider you can see how engaged your learners are. Engagement monitoring is measuring when each learner signs into Bud, but signing in isn't a measure of progress. Last progress date. This is the last evidence of progressive learning, the time since they last submitted work. Progress review monitoring, when a formal review of learning, including SkillScan, was last completed. Green are within the expected time frame, yellow and amber overdue, and red when they are overdue and the next review has not been scheduled. Activity progress monitoring, how the percentage of activities they have completed compares to how far through their program they are. Off-the-job hours monitoring is becoming more and more important for providers to monitor. We can see that 313 learners are on track and have completed the number of hours expected to achieve 20% off-the-job hours, and they have evidence to support it. But some learners are still falling off track. By clicking on the tile, we can see the data by trainer. Those in green are on track, so Eleanor Hunt has a caseload of 31 learners, 21 of them are on track with their off-the-job hours, but 3 are off track. 2 are a cause for concern and 4 require urgent attention. Click on them to see the data, which shows the learner, the program, and the employer. Breaks in learning monitoring. Bud captures learners on break and enables you to monitor them over time. When a learner goes on a break, you agree with them when you will review their return to learning. If we click on the tile, we can see where those learners are by trainer, and we can click on the trainer's bar to see further information on who the learner is and which employer they're with. Additional learning support is a key area that needs to be monitored and that training providers need to evidence at audit. Any learner that has identified additional learning support for which you're claiming funding is monitored by Bud, with alerts being sent to the trainers when their last learning support was over 4 weeks before. So, Bud encourages your trainer to make sure they record and review learning support and whether it's still required, prompting them to update information during learner reviews. If we click on the tile, this shows those who have ALS and have recorded received support in the last 28 days. As you can see, there are some that haven't had learning support recorded, and again, those in red are learners that we should be concerned about as they haven't received support. Perhaps they don't need it, and we might need to go in and turn the funding off. As you can see, Bud provides the skeleton that enables providers to customize their reporting to meet their needs and ensure that their business is performing. It enables managers and directors to hold their trainers accountable and to help their learners make progress to deliver the best possible success rates. Bud focuses on creating key information at your fingertips. Whether you're an operations manager, a trainer, or even a learner, all of this data is available to view in clear and easily understandable formats. With all of the information of your learners and trainers at your fingertips, Bud's dashboard helps you to make the decisions that will give your business the largest gains and success rates for the learners on your program. If you have any questions regarding any of the content discussed in this video, or for a more in-depth demonstration of how Bud can maximize your training performance, please speak to one of our team.